24/7 Sports. I'm Gary from the Press of Atlantic City. Mark Narducci from the Philadelphia Inquirer. Chris Eisman, Asbury Park Press. James Cratch, NJ.com. Chris Nowalski, The Night Report, and Fooch. So, Coach, I'll throw it to you first for an opening statement.
Well, guys, hello. I'm Fran Brown. You guys know who I am. Just get an opportunity to come on here. Appreciate you guys coming on with us today. Taking time out of your busy schedule, man. It's truly an honor to be able to be on here and represent Rutgers University. Represent my secondary. Excited about it. Can't wait to get started.
So we'll keep the same order as we've been doing the last couple weeks. One question each. We'll start with Bobby.
Coach, how are you?
Great.
Good. I wanted to ask you about recruiting. Obviously, you've had a lot of early success. What do you think's factored into that success, and what's it been like recruiting at Rutgers?
It's been fun recruiting at Rutgers. I mean, just getting an opportunity to come and recruit for a Big Ten school in your own state with a coach who's just outstanding recruiter herself. So, it's just been something that I've been able to add on some of my own skill sets that I have as a recruiter. Just the honesty. I think just being honest, making sure that I talk to the guys about what it is that we believe in here. Just being a family, making sure they want to be a part of the family. Forget about me, I love you, and making sure that their characters are about being able to sacrifice. And I think those are the things that have been allowing and helping us to be successful, because guys understand who we are, what we're about. They really like FTC, family, church, shop. So it's been helping us be successful, honestly.
Mike? Unmute.
I think you're on mute, Mike.
There we go. Am I good now?
There you go.
All right. Coach, your hiring was greeted by a lot of South Jersey. You're a South Jersey guy. A lot of South Jersey high school football coaches were excited about your hire. Did you hear from a lot of coaches in that area when you did get hired? And how important do you think it is for Rutgers to have a big presence in South Jersey and consistently get players from those counties down there?
First off, I heard from probably every coach, not just from South Jersey, but from also on the side. I don't call it South Jersey, so we call it South Rutgers. But I've heard from every coach down there, even if we didn't know each other and they had been an assistant. I heard from every coach from up in North Rutgers. I've heard from coaches throughout the whole state that were excited about it. I thought they felt as though it was a deal breaker. Over the past few years, I've been getting a lot of guys to go to other schools. So when it comes to the recruiting piece of me being able to stay home, get a lot of guys to stay home, and being able to bring guys from South Rutgers here to continue to, because they had before, but to continue to get guys from South Rutgers to want to stay home and help us, build this program.
Mark? I think Mark's line's muted.
But to get so many at this early stage and kind of set an early tone with this coaching staff.
You got to repeat the beginning of it because you weren't really in at first. I didn't hear you as much.
Okay, how important is it, Fran, to get so many commits this early with a new staff kind of setting the tone and everything, to kind of set the tone and get this many so early?
I think it's always important when you can get student athletes that you're recruiting that fits your culture. And when you got guys that truly fit what you want, you're able to go out and recruit those guys and get them to come in and be a part of the culture. You guys understand it. I mean, it's important. Anytime you can identify a player, identify his character, understand and know who they are as student athletes, and it fits your culture, and they're willing to come to your culture and verbally commit to be there ahead of time, I think it's really important. I think it's a great deal.
Thank you.
Chris Eisman?
Yeah, I guess just what has it been like doing all this virtually the last couple of months, and how tough has that been, and how have you guys sort of overcome those challenges?
It was really tough at first, like a culture shock, because I wasn't the most computer savvy guy, and my computer skills have gotten up. I mean, I wish my 8th grade computer teacher was here, because I'm typing so fast, so many words per minute now. She would be proud of me. But it's a plus in the fact of you getting to understand how to use the computer, how to use WebExes, how to start to teach virtually. But it hurts a guy like myself because I'm passionate. with the guys all the time. I'm around them. I want to be in their face. I want to make sure they understand and know that I'm going through it with you. So when they're at home and you're on a WebEx, I mean, it's hard to do that at times, but we just got comfortable being uncomfortable. That's something that Coach Schiano constantly speaks to us and talks about. Get comfortable being uncomfortable, and it just became, okay, this is what we're going to do. This is our advantage, and the guys understand that. So at the end of the day, we're just going to make sure we continue to make it our advantage, make sure that our preparation was up to par, day in and day out. Don't take any days off of it. So it became cool. It was still frustrating that the guys are doing drills on their own and they just send you something over. Hey, Coach, I did this today. Coach, I done that. And you can't really be there and be in the fire with them. It's cool, but just made it our advantage in preparation. I think Coach Schiano did an amazing job just prepping our coaches and giving our coaches the opportunity to prep our players and our offensive coordinator, Sean Gleason. He's a wizard. When he's done, he's going to be able to go. When he decides to retire at 60, he'll probably go start his own computer company somewhere. He did a great job helping us. So did Rob Smith. It's just an honor to be able to work with those two guys because both of our coordinators are really computer savvy, and they did a great job just preparing the staff to be able to prepare our players.
James?
Hey, Fran, you spent so many years coaching, at Temple and even at Baylor, recruiting South Jersey, being close to Rutgers. When you got to Rutgers, did you kind of look at it as from afar? If I ever get there, I know what I think we should do to turn this program around.
You look at it like that a little bit, but I wasn't even looking at it that way. Honestly, you would say, okay, Rutgers on this. I was against Rutgers. So I wanted the players to come and play for me. It was the fact of seeing Greg Schiano come back. Me being I got my degree in 2006, when I got a chance to get my degree and played at Western Carolina, and I was graduating. Coach Schiano was turning Rutgers around. You got to think I grew up a little kid who wasn't seeing it. And Coach Schiano and his staff turned it around. So once they said he got the job and having the opportunity to come here, it was like, I think this is fit. I called the guy up that I truly care about, talked to my wife, and I was hoping that Coach Schiano called me. Honest with you. So, it kind of all just fit itself out. I kind of had a feeling, when you trust in God, believe certain things are going to happen the right way, just work with my feet where at, it all played itself out. And once he got the job, I was just itching for that call, and it happened, it all worked itself out. But it was just the fact that coach, before that, I didn't really look at it like that, to be honest with you. I was trying to make sure Rutgers didn't get any players. If they did get a player, I wanted to be a player that they would dread having because he was just awful, some things that he. But I wanted to beat him in every way possible. And now I want to win a national title. So I'm excited about it. Appreciate that question. That was pretty cool.
Oh, you got it.
Chris Dawski?
Hey, Coach. So obviously I know you're from Camden, but what do you think makes you so influential in recruiting guys down in South Jersey, and what makes you a good recruiter in general, you think?
I really don't see when they say it's just South Jersey and South Rutgers. You guys can say that too. You understand? You guys are allowed to call that South Rutgers, call it all those names. But when we talk about recruiting that area, I'll go anywhere and recruit. It's just the relationships that I'm able to build. It's me being genuine. It's me understanding who you are as a person, allowing you to understand who I am as a person. And I think just the genuine shit. A lot of people don't tell their kids the truth all the time. Tell the kids what they want to hear. I'm comfortable telling them what they might not want to hear. I'm comfortable telling them what their parents probably haven't told them over the last 4 years because they're good football players. So when you start to get that and you're hearing me do different things and you're hearing our coaching staff come and talk to you a whole different way than everyone else is talking to you, kind of just say, wow, I think I want to go there. Because just as well as I'm recruiting some guys from South Rutgers, there's some other guys on our staff that are helping do the same thing. We're all doing this together. This isn't just front brain doing it. I don't want to say it and do that. And God did bless me with a skill set of being able to adapt to people. But we're all in here recruiting and helping each other and busting our butts to be as successful as we possibly can. So, it's a team. I think it comes down to South Rutgers, North with Rutgers everywhere. We're all pulling our weight.
Thank
Coach?
How you doing? I just was wondering your general thoughts on the staff, the defensive staff that Coach Schiano has assembled. I know you probably can't wait to get on the field with them and start coaching with them.
Yeah, I'm excited about Coach Smith, just a wizard. You know, he's smart. He's always thinking of other stuff. Like, he's thinking of the problem for the problem. And then Coach Frazier, who just, I don't know how you couldn't love him. I mean, he's forgot 2 times as much as football as I know. You know, I mean, I already forgot it. I mean, just the things that he do. And when I'm getting the opportunity to hear Coach Smith and Coach Frazier go back and forth about just football questions and football things, and they're asking and drawing stuff on the board, it's just like, get a tape recorder out, because you're not going to can't type it all up in enough time to write it down. So getting a chance to work with them, I think those guys will really enhance my football knowledge even more. I think those guys will just enhance me as being a coach and a better father. So I like those 2 guys a lot. Jim Panagos, I mean, his resume speaks for itself. You know, I think Jim Panagos has 15-plus guys in the NFL active right now, D linemen. Just what he's been doing, got a chance to coach in the NFL. He coached college at several different levels. So, I mean, we talk about Coach Panagos, who he is as a father, who he is as a coach, how he's around the guys, you know, just in it with them. Those guys do a great job. And even our GAs, just getting a chance to work with our GAs. So those dudes, I mean, just everybody here in the staff that Coach put together, our quality control guys, us on defense, we've kind of already truly clicked. Cool thing is we got a couple guys that played for Coach that are here on the staff that are helping out on that side that I'm excited about getting a chance just to work with Western, getting a chance to work with Charlie Noonan. Ross Douglas, who was a player here before also, you know, having a chance to work with Julius Scarlet was a day. I mean, we got some guys that they all bust their butt, you know, everyone holds their weight. So I'm excited about it. I'm just excited to learn from all of them. I think he did a great job of strategically mapping and seeing who would help everyone's little weak part of developing that part, because he's not just trying to make all the great defensive staff do that. He's trying to develop everyone to be able to go out and accomplish their goals also. So that's what I like about coaching, and I see how he put the staff together. He put pieces that were needed so that way we can go out and make sure that we're pushing our philosophy, you know, on defense of what it is that we want to be able to do, making sure that we can stop the run. You know, it's important that we make sure we can do that. We want to eliminate big plays, and we want to create takeaways. And that's kind of our mindset, which we're going to continue to do. But Coach did a good job of getting people on the staff that has that vision.
Thank you.
We'll open up the floor for a few more questions.
Hey, Fran, it's James again. Avery Young has basically been a starter since his first game of his freshman year. What have you kind of seen from him? I know you haven't been on the field much, but tape, and what do you think he needs to do to kind of get to that next level this season?
Just keep working. You know, he's a smart kid, loves football, he's passionate about it. I think that he'll truly benefit from Jay Butler. I think our last coaches are good. He's just getting older. It's not, as you get older, you start to get a little stronger, and there are different things that go. But I think, Jay Butler, he'll really benefit from our strength coach. You know, I think the strength coach that we have now will truly put that muscle bulk on him and, you know, develop his speed even more. I mean, he's a really good player. He started here 2 years. Started as a true freshman. He said game 1. I mean, and with his mindset, his brain, as smart as he is, the thing I like most about Avery is he's a leader. And I'm just trying to show him how to lead vocally a little now, instead of it just always being just my actions, just teaching him how to lead vocally now. But he's a good player. I like that kid. I'm excited about him.
Hey, Coach, I wanted to ask you also, I think you're like the first coach that Schiano brought in. You know, what was that like for you, and, you know, and what made you choose to come here?
First off, I'm from New Jersey, so when you've seen all the stuff that was going on at Rutgers, that they would have a new head football coach, I'm coaching at a different school and a different position, and it's like, wow, what if that could happen? So you always want to think of that. It's our state school. You know? We are from New Jersey. You know? This is the school that if you're in Ohio, they go for that school out there in Ohio. If you're in Louisiana, they go for that school in Louisiana. So me having the opportunity to be here in the state, still lived in the state. I bought a house in the middle of where the other place was at that I was working, and a house like nice little ride away from Rutgers. So, you kind of predict certain things could happen. But once I got the chance to talk to Coach Schiano, you hear a lot of things, because like I told you, when I got done playing and tried to go on and play after college, he was turning Rutgers like around. It was crazy. So when I got to talk to him, you hear all types of stories. And I got a chance to sit on the phone and talk to him. We talked for like 45 minutes, maybe an hour. But it was just our beliefs, like how he loves his wife and his sons. Like, he was truly a man of Christ. Like, he was like talking to me about things that I needed to hear. It wasn't just about coming here for him to help develop me as a coach. It was like, dang, this is the kind of guy that I want to follow. Like, this is the leader that I'm looking to go and follow and get behind to continue to develop who I want to be as a father, too. Who I want to be as a husband. What I'm trying to continue to do as I want to be a coach. You want to continue to coach and you want to move up. And I felt as though he was the guy that I needed to follow to get me and my family to a better place. And, just who he is, if you guys ever get a chance to sit and talk to him, forget the football, forget all that other stuff. He a good man, great wife, Christy's a great lady, and I love his children. I don't completely love him yet, but we all, I bust my butt, he busts his butt for my children, so, I'm excited about Coach Schiano. That's why, just his vision of our program, always a good deal.